watching the Highlight Zone with WANE 15 Sports Director Glenn Marini. Local sports coverage you can count on.
Put on a show everybody what we're about to put on, just show the city what's coming for them.
I'm really excited to see the type of football that they're going to play.
Show the city what we did last year, we could do it again.
It'll definitely be a challenge, but it'll be good for us.
It's a big game for us, and I'm sure it's a big game for them as well.
They're ready to play for something and get a chance to hit somebody else.
Oh yeah, we are back, and we're back in a big time way. Not only does the 2024 high school football season get rolling tonight, but this fall, marking the 30th anniversary of our show, The Highlight Zone. Over 3 decades, we've brought Friday Night Lights to your living room as Fort Wayne's #1 sports show, and this season, hey, it's going to be no exception. We've got 20 games to get to here in week 1, and no better place to start than with Josh Ayan and your Highlight Zone Game of the Week. Josh.
No kidding, Glenn. We'll call it a delightful dozen. Last year, the Knights winning their 12th state title in program history by bringing home a 2A state crown. Now this fall, they're actually going to make the jump up to Class 3A, so a week 1 showdown against a Leo program that made to semi-state last year in 4A. Pretty good barometer for both sides. Leo at Luers, your Highlight Zone Game of the Week. To Luersville we go. The Knights are ready to rock. Pun fully intended right there. Meanwhile, Leo, led by Miami Hurricanes, commit 2-way star Brock Schott. And you can't write a better start than this if you're the Lions. First drive of the game, that is Grayson Escara, new QB, to a veteran in Landon Hepner. And the Army commit marching in for a touchdown as Leo takes an early 7-0 lead. But oh, baby, we are just getting started. Leo with that lead, 7-0 heading into the second half. And what a way for Luers to kick off half number 2 then by the freshman TJ Epperson high-stepping his way into the end zone. Listen to that student section, folks. He's a freshman, and Luers ties the game at 7 apiece. But Leo, next series, like that new Sabrina Carpenter album that just dropped, short and sweet. That is Nate Foster answering back with a touchdown. Leo taking a 13-7 lead, but the Knights have an answer right back, and his name is Darye Williams. And Williams willing his way into the end zone, 21 yards as Luers takes their first lead, 14-13. But this game coming down to the final minutes. Fourth quarter, Leo chasing a touchdown down 17-13. And how about Jax Keller, folks? Former Bishop Lord Knight turned Leo Lion, putting the Lions in front for good as Leo able to close the door from there and turn out the lights, winning 20-17.
Coming out, we were very aggressive, and really it's about teamwork, and my boys, nothing without them, you know, and we've been grinding all season, so we're about to get ready for the next one.
Many people think that we fell off because we lost a lot of seniors, but we have juniors, sophomores, and some freshmen ready to just step up and take their spots.
That was a great high school football game, and we were lucky to come out on top. You know, sometimes those games go either way, and we've been on the other end of those games, and just happy to get out of here with a win.
Leo's at Angola next Friday while Luers hits the road to face New Haven. Glenn, take it away.
All right, from one reigning state champ to another, Snider won the 5A title last fall. The Panthers opened the season against the 6A powerhouse Warren Central. All defense in the first half. That's Brandon Logan, who's going to play college baseball and football. Yeah, at Notre Dame. He's pretty good. Snider recovers, but it was 0-0 after 1. There's Craig Young, the Indianapolis Colt, watching this one as it was played at Wayne Stadium. Second quarter, Landon Fry going to play college baseball at IU. Apparently can play a little footy as well. He gets the interception right there again, keeping this game scoreless. But Damian Shanklin, you may have heard of him. He's one of the top recruits in the state of Indiana, going to play college football at LSU. He gets the interception here. This game 0-0 at the half, and unfortunately for Snider fans, they would not get on the scoreboard in this one. They fall to Warren Central 15-zip to open the season. Carrol also kicking off its season against an Indy area power. The Chargers hosting Hamilton Southeastern. Things looking good pretty early. DeWant Green lost in the pack, but guess what? He hasn't lost his direction. The Carrol standout going down the sideline deep into HSE territory, into the red zone there. Later on the drive, why not give it to Nate Starks? He punches it in for the touchdown, and that knots it at 7-all. But after that, HSC starting to impose its will. The Royals are good, folks. Not a surprise. Azariah Wallace hits pay dirt, and HSC up 21-7. More from the Royals. Doug Dinan doesn't love to see it. It's Wallace again as HSC wins at Carrol 45-21. Concordia went 0-10 last season, but they had only 3 seniors on that roster. Cadets have 15 seniors this year as they get rolling against Indianapolis Cecina, and it showed up early in the second quarter. It's Riley Ripke off the strip sack. Fumble recovery from Mr. Ripke, and, well, Concordia was actually up 7-0 at that point. More from Concordia. They go to the air. Avery Cook, one of the more dangerous receivers in the SAC, and Cook stirring the pot with the touchdown reception. It's 13-0 Concordia. Now, Cecina, you knew they wouldn't go away. You're going to see Luke McDonald for Cecina rush this touchdown in to get them on the board, but Concordia already more wins than last season. The Fighting Manacles win it over the Crusaders 20-14. Homestead making the drive to Carmel to face the Greyhounds. The Spartans lost a close one to Carmel last year in a Boyd 14-7, but the dominant defense of Carmel was out early. Now, Homestead led 3-0 in the second quarter when you saw quarterback Michael White go down, getting sacked there, and Carmel's offense takes over. Anthony Kellner to Ozzie Pollard. That's a touchdown, and the Greyhounds now take the lead. They weren't done. Right before halftime, it's Nathan Williams with the touchdown, and Homestead falls on the road at Carmel 34-10, the final. Bishop Dwenger on the road too. The Saints marching to face Indy area powerhouse Brownsburg, a team ranked 3rd in the state in the 6A poll, and they show you why. Kayvon Sumter Bay with a short touchdown early in the game to give Brownsburg the lead. And then it's Josue Stevens to Nate Herzog. That's a touchdown. And Brownsburg just starting to impose their will. This is a 6A team ranked 3rd in the state, and they are going to be a force throughout the course of the season. Dwenger, they got Cincinnati Moeller next week. Could be tough. The Saints fall on this one, 45-13. At Spooler Stadium, Northrop led by junior receiver Jerquaden Guilford. G2 already's got offers from Ohio State, Penn State, and Tennessee, and actually picked one up from Georgia earlier this week. First quarter, though, New Haven's Navant Gibson with a rushing touchdown, and the Bulldogs led 6-0. Now, I'm gonna let you know something. Not a lot of defense played in this one. However, on the ensuing kick, it is Levi Porti doing some special things on special teams. You saw the hurdle? Yeah, that was pretty impressive as Mr. Porti takes it into Bulldog territory. And then you're going to see Gabriel Lewis. What a receiving core this Northrop team has. It's a 37-yard touchdown to tie things up. This was a shootout. Bruins win 53-48 over the Bulldogs. Year 2 of the Andre Goodwall era at Southside. The Archers played a lot of young guys last year. The question is, would it pay off against Marion here in year 2? Well, how about some defense? Dietrich Smith with the interception right there, and that keeps it scoreless in the first, but Gang Green feeling pretty good at Jack Weicker Stadium. How about Josiah Malone? Everybody probably looking at Mr. Irby, and it's Josiah Malone who gets the touchdown run right there. PAT good, and the Archers lead 7-0. Second quarter action, though, Marion gets on the scoreboard. Jaden Johnson with the touchdown to tie things up. This one goes to overtime, and the Archers get nipped by Marion, 27-21, Giants victorious. Well, no more Tay-Tay, but plenty of talent at Northside as the Legends on the road, opening with the Northridge Raiders. And Fort Wayne Northside quarterback Tristan Newsom, the speedster, finds Jamari Pearson. You saw him go up and get it. That's why he's got scholarship offers from places like Louisville. It's a touchdown, 13-6 Northside. Coming the other way, that's Carson Rumfelt to Judah Hostetler. That's a 50-yard touchdown, but it was Northside's night up in Middlebury as the Legends come away with a victory, 32-20 over the Raiders. Meanwhile, the Wayne Generals win at Crispus Attucks as they get off to a good start this season, does Sherwood Haydock squad. Well, that is going to do it for your SAC teams tonight, but coming up after the break, it is a new era at East Noble as after 12 consecutive successful seasons by my man Luke Amstutz, the Knights, yeah, they've got a new head coach. Plus, a big-time showdown between two small school powers as Adams Central heads to Garrett. We'll also make our way to Lakeland, West Noble, Columbia City, Angola, and more. It is all coming your way. 10 more games next on the Highlight Zone.
Northview Bruins football is back. Highlights to come.
Here's what you all can do. You can't all be starters. You can't all be the man on the team, but you can all play your role with relentless enthusiasm and a relentlessly enthusiastic teammate. That's what we need.
And that is Heritage head coach Jeremy Hullinger. And you can hear behind the scenes with the new leader of the Patriots this coming Wednesday at 6 as the Highlight Zone's 2-minute drill returns for yet another year. Meanwhile, for Adams Central fans past 3 years, well, they've meant 3 straight trips to Lucas Oil Stadium for the 1A state title game. Different this year, though. Jets soaring up to 2A based on the IHSAA success factor. Michael Moser's team facing an up-and-coming Garrett squad on Friday night. We picked this one up in the fourth quarter. Garrett up 20-7, and Jameson Roach sacked by that Garrett defense. Cam, Rubel, Calder, Hefty, all the Garrett defense coming in and throwing the book at him. They say defense wins championships. I don't know if that's true, but it did win Garrett a football game tonight. Your final, the Railroaders victorious 20-7 over Adams Central.
I mean, it feels good when you get blown out 2 years in a row to come back and beat these guys. It feels good. It's a great football program and a good momentum starter for the season.
It feels great. The hard work definitely paid off. I mean, the players played hard. You can't deny that.
You know, Adams Central is as first class of a program as it gets. So anytime we can get a win against those guys, it's a pretty big deal.
Up in Kendallville, new head coach Alex Stewart making his East Noble debut as the Knights hosting Bremen in week 1. Now, Bremen would score first to go up 6-0, but second quarter, East Noble, they put their foot on the gas. That's Dylan Carrol with a 5-yard touchdown. Apparently, they got a T-shirt gun up in Kendallville. It's the place to be. 7-6 East Noble. Then Dallas Plattner going platinum with that touchdown run, a 5-yard scamper. 14-6 East Noble. How about Mr. Carrol again? This baby is from 29 yards out. East Noble flips this game in the second quarter as the Knights win it 42-6 over the Lions. County rivalry game up in Ligonier as we stay in Noble County. West Noble coming off a 10-1 season. The Chargers hosting Central Noble. This is Seth, don't call me Estill Pruitt. In fact, you know what? Go ahead and call him Estill. Call him anything but late for dinner. It's a 50-yard touchdown run to make it 7-zip West Noble in the first quarter. We'll have plenty more of those from Mr. Pruitt throughout the course of the season. Then Xavier Yates with the move right there. That's a thing of beauty as West Noble takes care of business in Legionnaire, 55-7 over the Cougs. Whitley County bragging rights on the line in this one. We got Columbia City, we got Churubusco, and we got ourselves, well, a deep ball from Grayson Bradbury to Tyler Faust. And that is a touchdown, Columbia City. The Eagles flying high in the early going, up 7-6. Brett Fox loving what he sees. Didn't like this as much. The Churubusco defense making some plays. That's Alan Ressler with a sack for Busco. But, they got this guy named Stratton Fuller at Columbia City. He's going to play college football at Army West Point, and he gets behind the defense. And, you can't let him do that if you're an opposing D. Columbia City rolls 42-zip over Busco. DeKalb coming off a 6-win season. The Barons looking to build the program as they open the season at the Hornets' Nest in Angola. First quarter, it's Hawk Hasselman with a touchdown run from 16 yards out. Blocked PAT, though. However, Angola up 6-zip. Then it's Xavier Bell and ring-a-ding-ding. Xavier Bell gets into the open field. 37 yards on this score. PAT good. It means the Barons take a 1-point lead at 7-6. Now, Caden Hinkle, he has been a bell cow for the Barons the last few seasons, and he goes in from 25 yards out. 14-6 to Cal, but Hawk Hasselman. This is one bird you cannot keep caged. Hawk Hasselman, 70 yards on this touchdown run to tie things up, but it would be DeKalb ultimately winning this one against Angola, 37-21, your final. After a 9-2 season, longtime assistant Jeremy Hullinger, the new head coach at Heritage. The Patriots hosting Belmont at the newly renamed Yeager Field. First quarter, Heritage ball, Nasir Martin, 40 yards to the house in Heritage. Just a few minutes into the season, up 7-zip, and you can bet their fans were having themselves a time. How about this? Belmont's defense, trying to bounce back from that one. Logan Resendez and Oliver Whirling get the tackle for loss there, but guess what? Mr. Martin was not to be denied. This time it's a 15-yard punch for a score. Heritage up 14-zip as the Pats go on to win 46-7 at home. Eastside at home to open the season. The Blazers hosting new coach Brock Rohrbacher and the Woodland Warriors. This one really about defense early on. No score, not a whole lot going on. Drew Fleek in the second quarter now recovers the fumble for Woodland. The cameras didn't catch a lot of offense up in Butler, but eventually Eastside would take care of business. The final in this one, 25 for the Blazers, just 11 for the Warriors. Bluffton coming off a 10-win season. The Tigers playing their home opener in Bern because of construction at their home field. And well, they felt right at home from the get-go. This is second quarter action when Carmel Moore, the talented junior, with the touchdown, 13-zip Bluffton in the lead. And then who else but Mr. Moore with him and Cooper Craig in that backfield, kind of a 1-2 punch. It's going to be scary for Bluffton's opponents. It's 20-zip after that touchdown, and then you're going to see Aaron Strebler with a touchdown reception. Axton Best tossing it up and in for 6. Bluffton wins this one over Blackhawk 39-6. At the Swamp in LaGrange, Lakeland led by quarterback Braden Holbrook right there. The junior Holbrook already has a D1 offer from the Miami Redhawks, the Harvard of the Midwest. How about Braden Holbrook to Miles Edwards for the touchdown in the first quarter to make it 7-zip Lake Show. Then it's some defense from the guys in the powdered blue. Kian Arroyo, he's known for catching touchdown passes on offense, apparently can play some DB as well. He takes it all the way back to the house to make it 14-zip. Then right before half, Holbrook to Levi Cook. He goes up and gets it, and Lakeland wins this one by 1, 21-20 over South Bend St. Joe's. Kosciuszko County bragging rights up for grabs at Wawasee. New head coach Matt Thacker leading the Warriors against Tippy Valley. And right from the get-go, Tippy Valley feeling real good. Wes Parker. This baby goes 65 yards to the house in the first quarter, and Tippecanoe Valley taking care of business. The final in this one, 44-0 Valley over Wawasee. Final stop tonight, Fairfield and Goshen. The Falcons under new leadership as Corey Stoner takes over for the aforementioned Matt Thacker. And we picked this one up with Fairfield doing work. Blake Metzger with the touchdown to make it 6-zip Falcons in the early going. They were not done. Brecken Marion with a 30-yard touchdown run for Fairfield as the Falcons fly high in Coach Stoner's debut. 55-17 your final. The gem of the night is coming up next.
Yeah. You want more highlights? Stay tuned for the Highlight Zone.
The Highlight Zone, brought to you exclusively by Peter Franklin Jewelers. Get in the zone.
Sharks, and finally being saved by a passing cruise ship.
Well, year in and year out, it is the Highlight Zone's highest honor. And you can bet in the last 30 years, we've had some pretty good ones. Thanks to our friends at Peter Franklin Jewelers, we add to that storied history. As without further ado, here is your Week 1 Gem of the Night, brought to you as always by Peter Franklin Jewelers. And we got to go with a game winner, right? In the game of the week, it was Jax Keller. And Keller is the feller, a former Bishop Luers guy. How about Keller with this touchdown with a $1:40 left as Leo comes back to win it on this play to beat Bishop Luers 2017. Man, what a Week 1 game of the week. And that is your Gem of the Night, courtesy of Leo and Jax Keller. That is going to do it for Week 1 of the Highlight Zone. Josh and I will be back next week right here on WANE TV at 11 o'clock with Fort Wayne's #1 sports show. Have a great weekend, everybody.